Most men are waiting to feel ready, ready to start, ready to change, ready to become disciplined. That feeling never arrives. Motivation is sold as the engine of success, but in reality, it's a volatile, unreliable input. It spikes, it crashes, it disappears the moment discomfort enters the room. Discipline, on the other hand, is not a feeling. It's a system of behavior that functions even when motivation is bankrupt. Today, we're dismantling the myth. Not emotionally, logically, psychologically. This is about how the mind actually works and how disciplined men design their lives to remove friction instead of fighting themselves every day. Motivation feels powerful because it's emotional, but emotions are short-term assets with long-term liabilities. Neuroscience is clear here. Motivation is driven largely by dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with anticipation, not execution. Dopamine spikes when you imagine change, not when you grind through it. That's why planning feels good. That's why watching motivational videos feels productive. That's why most men confuse intention with action. Motivation rewards the idea of progress, not the work. Discipline is different. Discipline is a pre-commitment. It's a decision made in advance, insulated from mood, weather, and excuses. High-performing men don't wake up asking how they feel. They wake up executing what was already decided. This is not about willpower. Willpower is a limited resource. Discipline is an environmental design problem. Willpower fails for the same reason muscles fail under constant load: fatigue. Every decision taxes the brain. This is called decision fatigue. The more choices you make, the worse your judgment becomes. By evening, most men are cognitively broke, and that's when bad habits collect their rent. Disciplined men reduce decisions. They standardize routines. They automate behaviors. Same wake-up time, same training window, same work blocks. Not because they're boring, but because they understand leverage. Freedom is not the absence of structure. Freedom is the result of structure. Here's the pivot most men miss. Behavior follows identity. If you see yourself as someone trying to be disciplined, every slip feels like failure. If you see yourself as a disciplined man, behavior becomes alignment, not effort. This is identity-based discipline. You don't negotiate with your identity. You don't debate it. You protect it. Disciplined men don't ask, "Do I feel like training today?" They ask, "What does a disciplined man do at 6 a.m.?" And then they do that. Comfort is not neutral. It charges interest. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you reinforce a psychological pattern. Avoidance works. Over time, the brain optimizes for ease, not growth. This is why comfort destroys ambition quietly. No explosion, no warning, just slow erosion. Discipline is uncomfortable at first, but so is regret, and regret compounds. Strong men choose the discomfort that pays dividends. Here is the framework: simple, brutal, effective. First, environment. Remove friction from good habits. Add friction to bad ones. If it's easy, it happens. If it's hard, it dies. Second, time blocks. Discipline lives on the calendar. If it's not scheduled, it's a wish. Third, minimum standards. Never miss twice. Never negotiate the baseline. Fourth, silence. Less talking, less explaining, more execution. Discipline thrives in quiet. This is not motivation. This is operational design. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is a power grid. One burns bright and disappears. The other runs the city. If you're tired of starting over, stop chasing feelings and start building systems. Decide once. Execute daily. Let time do the rest. This channel is about self-mastery without noise. No hype, no shortcuts. Just principles that work under pressure. Stay disciplined and build quietly.